Michael Jennings is a reverse engineer, which means he does technical jobs for companies and then erases his memory of the work he has done. He is currently under contract for 2 months. But now, billionaire James Rethrick offers him a job that will last 2 to 3 years and will pay him in the 8 figures. Michael concurs. He surrenders all of his personal effects before beginning. When the job is finished, his memory is erased, and he discovers he earned more than $90 million over the course of 3 years. When he goes to claim it and his personal effects, he discovers that he waived his rights to the money he earned prior to the erasure of his memory, and that the items given to him were not the ones he gave when he started. Later, he is apprehended by the FBI, who accuses him of treason and murder. He escapes while in custody by using some of the items he was given. He later meets with a friend, who provides him with information that allows him to better understand what is going on. At the same time, Rethrick wants him for some reason, so he is being pursued by Rethrick's people. Michael Jennings is a reverse engineer in the near future. He analyzes his client's competitor's technology and recreates it, often improving on the original specifications. Jennings, with the help of his friend Shorty, performs a memory wipe to remove knowledge of his engineering in order to protect his client's intellectual property and himself. James Rethrick, the CEO of the successful Seattle technology company Unconnected, approaches Jennings, an old college roommate. Rethrick offers Jennings a 3-year reverse engineering job that will require him to live on Unconnected's secure campus until the job is completed but will pay him handsomely in company stock. Jennings agrees and, after arranging for his long-term absence, arrives at Unconnected, surrenders his personal belongings, and is given a tour of the facility. He meets and flirts with botanist Dr. Rachel Porter there. For the post-job memory wipe, he is injected with a long-term memory marker. Jennings is sitting in Rethrick's office 3 years later, June 2007, at the conclusion of the memory wipe, being thanked for a job well done. When Jennings returns home, he discovers that, while the Unconnected stock has grown in value, around $500 billion, he had signed away his share near the end of his tenure. In addition, he discovers that his personal belongings have been replaced by an envelope containing a random assortment of everyday items. The FBI quickly apprehends him on charges related to the death of physicist William Decker. Jennings manages to evade capture after discovering that the items in the envelope can be used at the right time to avoid capture. Shorty discovers the items, pointing him to a cafe meeting with Porter after warning him of his predicament. Rethrick, who has been following Jennings' movements, discovers a message from this meeting to Porter and sends a body double to take her place in order to recover the envelope. The real Porter appears and assists Jennings in evading both the FBI and Rethrick's men. They seek refuge at a nearby school, examining the remaining contents of the envelope as Porter attempts to persuade Jennings of their relationship during his time at Unconnected. One of the stamps contains a microdot that, when magnified, reveals several images taken from a machine's display depicting Unconnected becoming financially successful with a device that can see the future, but eventually leading to political strife and nuclear war. Jennings realizes he must have built this device with Decker's knowledge and, realizing the horrors that await, prepared the envelope using the machine's forecasts to allow his future self to return to Unconnected and destroy the unit. Furthermore, as Rethrick soon discovers, Jennings rigged the device to fail, preventing Rethrick from using it. Jennings and Porter return to Unconnected and sneak into the machine room, jamming the door behind them. Jennings locates the faulty circuit and removes it before rigging the machine to explode in a matter of minutes. Jennings uses the machine one more time, imagining himself being shot by an FBI agent on the catwalks above the machine. Soon after, Rethrick's men storm the room, and Jennings and Porter flee to the catwalks after a brief firefight. Rethrick is there, holding them at gunpoint, the same scene Jennings witnessed earlier. When Jennings' watch beeps from the envelope, he ducks in time to avoid the FBI agent's bullet, which kills Rethrick. The machine is destroyed, and Jennings and Porter flee the FBI in the ensuing chaos. When FBI agents arrive to investigate, they express their condolences and report that Jennings was killed in the destruction. In the final scene of the film, Jennings, Porter, and Shorty open a greenhouse nursery. Jennings recalls a fortune cookie note from the envelope and discovers one final act he performed with the machine, predicting the results of a $90 million lottery and leaving the winning ticket in Porter's birdcage.